yeah. Oh. I've been stuck on the sidelines watching life. Same routine, just getting by. Skills on top, kicks passing by. Too much grind, not enough pay. I know there's more and I won't pretend. This is where the change begins. No more waiting, no more doubt. Right now's the time, I'm breaking out. No distractions, no excuses now. I'm locked in, I made a vow. From learning hands to earning plans, I rise, I build, I understand. The gate is open, I'm walking in. Through the gateway I begin. From learning to earning, I'm on my way. Turning my skills into gigs every day. We rise together, we won't break. Every move is mine to make. The gate is open, I'm stepping through. A better life in everything I do. New skills, new mind, new frame. I'm not the same, I've changed the game. From ideas to real results, turning my skills into paying gigs. I see the vision crystal clear. Opportunity is here. What I build is what I own. I plant the seed, I fully grow. No more doubt, I know my worth. I'm creating value on this earth. Step by step, I claim my space. Growth is now my daily base. The gate is open, I'm walking in. Oh, through the gateway I begin. From learning to earning, on my way. Turning my skills into gigs every day. We rise together, we will break. Every move is mine to make. The gate is open, I'm stepping through. A dignified life, I'm coming through. Oh, oh, oh. This is my moment, this is my call. I stand up strong, I won't fall. Through the gateway, I claim my place. A future built by skill and opportunity.
Good morning, Tribers. Good morning. I hope we're having a great morning. It's a pleasure to be here again with you on today's stream. I hope you had a great night. And thank you for sticking with us throughout the conversation and taking our time to even be on this call. It's so exciting to see Tribers. It's so exciting to see Tribers every single time we're on a stream together. We're so happy to have you here again. Thank you so much. I can see Boma in the chat saying, wow, good. I'm so excited about this. I'm guessing you mean stream or this conversation. I can see good morning. I can see Nafisat counting down 3, 2, 1. Yay! And we're live. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Tribers for joining. I can already see Zainab. You already know how we do. Zainab is already telling us her track. So if you also want to leave your track and your pathway in the comment section, so that you can meet your peers and be familiar with your fellow, tribes who are in the same track and pathway as you. We can just start, exchanging or getting to identify one another in the chat. So I'm saying good morning. I'm saying everyone introducing themselves. Thank you, Tosin, for giving that detailed, introduction about yourself. So maybe we can follow suit with what Tosin is currently doing. He says he's from Ogun State, taking the video production and editing class in the growth pathway. Rocket red countdown. I guess that's like an emoji. So he's so excited to be here, and we all are excited to be here. Saeed is saying I'm unable to join the live stream, but you're here if I can see your comment. So it means that you're on the conversation. So you're already here. In case there's somewhere else that there's another conversation going on, but this is where all the tribers are gathering or gathered. So cool stuff, cool stuff. Sarah is saying, good morning, beautiful tribers. Good morning to every single person on this conversation. Okay, I know that we already know why we're here, and anytime you see my face or you see Chinoyem's face or any member of the Gateway team, you already know that we're about to have a very, very interesting and great conversation today. I see Ruth is already jumping the gun. We're already going straight into. I try to request, relax, tribers, relax. We will get there. Let's even introduce ourselves and know why we are here, and then we'll get into the. Don't worry, the session today is going to be able to answer all the questions that you have, and even your question, Ruth. Don't worry, you'll be able to answer every single thing and to provide you clarity. So today again, I'm going to give us quick refresher about CC Hub and the Gateway program itself. So when you hear about CC Hub, we're a leading Pan-African creative and innovation ecosystem enabler. Our mission is to accelerate the application of social capital and technology for economic prosperity across Africa. At CC Hub, we're committed to accelerating this application of social capital through driving impact across three key focus area: education, health, and the creative industries. In these areas, we enable ecosystems that make innovation possible, leveraging tools levers including workforce development, investment, academic research based innovation, civic resilience, community and ecosystem building, support for startups, AI, emerging tech, and green innovation support. We expand Africa's capacity to solve its most pressing challenges and build prosperity from the ground up. Today, our footprint spans over 40 African countries where we actively support startups driving change. Now, when you hear about the Cool Gateway program, and we know that we're cool because every single tribe on this call is a reflection of how cool we are as a community. And so we can see that, the referrals are going, you are spreading the good news of Gateway as a tribe. So that makes you a very, very cool person. So every single person that is a part of the Gateway program, and I know that somebody may have seen this stream and just decided that, you know what, I want to join in live and know what the conversation is about. So if you've never, heard about Gateway before, or you've heard about Gateway and you're still not clear what the program is about in itself, Gateway is a five-year 5 year program, 400,000 young Nigerians, youth tribers, especially women, persons with disabilities, and displaced youth with the skills, tools, and opportunities to access dignified gig work. A critical component of this program is the mentorship and learning community phase, which connects participants to peer learning groups across and access rather. So it connects participants to peer learning groups and access to digital learning tools through 20 selected hubs, two per state in Abuja FCT, Enugu, Delta, Edo, Kano, Kaduna, Lagos, Oyo, Ogun, and Rivers State. I'm sure that we're like, okay, so what of our friends that are outside these states? Well, for now, these are the 10 states that the program is being implemented, even though we've also been getting, tribers referring their friends from Kwara State, from Castina, from other parts of Nigeria. But please note that the program is currently implemented in these 10 states only. And the hubs are the reason why we're on this conversation anyway. So a lot of tribers are eligible for vouchers and they're still confused. How can I redeem my voucher? How can I request for my stipend? When will my stipend be disbursed? How I'm saying this, all the questions will be answered here, right? And so I want us to do a quick activity. Every time we gather here and we have good news to share, we must invite our friends, right? So take a minute now, tribers. Let's just copy the link to this live stream and share it on our WhatsApp status, on our Telegram groups, on our church group, that group where you know that you want to help drive change and help somebody who is always maybe asking for urgent to care. You're like, there's this entire program that's changing the game and the future of work by giving you all the requisite skills that you need to break into the gig economy. So take this link now and share it with all of your friends, so that they can even come and learn about the Gateway program and even register. And then we see how they get into being eligible for the voucher in itself. So while that's going on, there's a cool question that I would like us to answer. We're going to do a quick icebreaker activity. Now, there are we've seen the numbers. Like, first of all, we must first give a round of applause to every single triber who has requested their voucher, who has redeemed it at the hubs, who are already, engaging with peers on the ground, and even request for their stipends, and you all are very, very important to this particular program. And so we know that a number of tribers have already gone into the hubs to request and redeem their vouchers. So whilst I know that we had a conversation sometime, I think it was in July, where we made a honest, what's the word? Maybe pledge is a bit too extreme, but we said that whenever we visited the hubs, we're going to be making videos and taking pictures and posting sort of like a day in the life content, showing people and spreading, informally also spreading the Gateway, gospel. So I want to ask a couple of us who have already been to the hubs and have, redeemed vouchers over time. If you visited the hub, how has your experience been? Rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. So I want to see, okay, sorry, just 1 minute. I'm seeing Tammy say, is it audio because I'm not saying anything? um, Trivers, please let me know if you can see me in the comments so I know if everything is good as well. And I'm just going to also join on another device to just confirm that I am being seen. Okay, I can see myself. Okay. Okay, so maybe Tammy, you might want to exit the stream and then join. Exit the live stream and then try to join back again. Maybe it might be like an internet issue. Okay, so I want to see on a scale of 1 to 10 for a number of us who have gone into the hubs to. Okay, thank you. Yes, we can see you. Thank you so much for your responses. I'm glad that you can see me as well. I can see you clearly. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's rate our experience at the hubs on a scale of 1 to 10. A number of tribers have already gone into the hubs to redeem their vouchers, even though we are not getting, as girls ordained in life, oh, I'm at XYZ hub as a participant under the Gateway program. This is a day in my life. I know that we said that we're going to be sharing a couple of those, but we've not seen it. And we're still looking forward to it because I know that a number of us have gone into the hubs to redeem or request and redeem our vouchers. So let us know on a scale of 1 to 10, how has your experience been at the hub? So I'm going to be reading out a couple of your responses in chat. So if you want to take it up a notch, you can also maybe put the name of the hub that you've been and your state. So for example, if you're in Lagos and you've redeemed your voucher and visited the Sale Innovation Hub at Ikorodu, you can say sale, comma, 5/10, 6/10, but I'm hoping that we're getting from 7/10 upwards because I know that we try to ensure that the hubs that were selected are conducive enough for learning. So I know that there's like a bit of lag, but I'm waiting for your comments, tribers. Have you visited the hub? Okay. Rabbi Salisu says 100 over. Wow. Pioneers, ICT, Kano State. Oh, that's so great. I was gunning for 7, but you said 100/10. Wow, I love it so much. Um, Let's see more. Okay, Salma says 8 over 10. Okay, Salma, it would be helpful if we see the name of the hub too, so that we can also appreciate these hubs, one on one, and also ensure that the bar for your experience at the hub is set very high, and it's equivalent across all the states. Giwa Khadija says 10. Okay, still waiting for some of the comments. Where is the hub in Oyo State? If you are eligible, you will know. Don't worry. We'll get there. Relax, relax. Okay. I'm still waiting for some of these comments. I know there's like a bit of lag. So once we get, I have not come across any hub. Okay. So whilst we keep that coming, still invalid on my profile. So would explain everything around eligibility. 8 over 10, Pioneer Hub, Kano State. Thank you so much. Wow. Okay. Whilst we still wait for a couple of tribers to share their experience at the hub and the name of the hub as well. 8 over 10, Rukaya Haruna, Pioneers ICT. Very, very interesting. Pioneers seem to be taking the 10 over 10 Paragon Tech Hub in Kaduna. Nice. Okay. Is there a hub in all states in the country? No, there is no hub in all states in the country. We're only implementing the program in 10 states in Nigeria. So maybe I should repeat the 10 states again, just in case you're joining this live stream for the first time. The Gateway program is only implemented in 10 states: Abuja, Enugu, Delta, Edo, Kaduna, Kano, Lagos, Ogun, Oyo, and Rivers State. So just 10 states. So you must register for from one of or either of these 10 states. 10 over 10. Okay, 10 over 10 Paragon Nigeria at Alma Center, Kaduna. Okay, I'm seeing that the ratings are really, really good. It means that the experience at the hubs must be very, very, conducive and enables for your learning experience, which is the goal for us. So, Folashewa says 10 over 10. I can't redeem it because I don't know how to. I'm not in Lagos. I'm currently in Ivory Coast. Okay, we'll get to that. Okay, thank you so much, Tribers, for engaging. You can still keep. Oh, I like this. Sorry, I have to read it before. Yeah. Okay, the Oyo State Hub is very comfortable, legit hub. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. We'll be sure to, with all the names that you've listed, we'll be sure to specially thank, all our hub partners, all our tech partners across these 10 states. Um, 3 over 10 in Bauchi. But we are not even in Bauchi. The program is not being implemented about it. Oh, Tribers. Okay. Thank you so much. So now we are going to watch a quick video on how to even request for your voucher. This video is very, very straightforward, very simple, very clear, and very direct. But in the meantime, while we try before that video comes up, I need the numbers on this our stream to go up, right? And I know that tribers are very, very capable of doing that. There's never a time that we've needed you that you did not show up. So let's keep that energy going this morning. Share this thing to our friends and ensure that they join this live stream so that they come and learn every single thing that they need to know about the voucher in itself. And if you are an active triber, the referral campaign is live, and we want to see the sweet and interesting thing about it is that every single activity on this program is a gift that keeps on giving, right? So if your friends are within any of these 10 states that I listed where the program is being implemented, you need to share your referral link with them, right? So if you go into your dashboard, you would see where you can generate your referral code and share it with your friends, and this will guarantee you a chance for you to get featured on our social media platform as top referrers every month, strictly for the growth pathway though. So if you're in the growth pathway, ensure that you go in today. Not to say that foundations people will not also be featured on social media. We're not leaving you out too. refer your friends still. But for this particular challenge that we're starting on this live stream, in case you've not done it this week, in case you've not done it before, log into your account, ensure that it generates your referral link, and share with your friends to join the growth pathway so that they can start earning. Okay, thank you very much. Now that video will come up and shortly. I'm still enjoying the comments,
Your
by the
Gateway
way.
Hub
Keep
Access
it
voucher
moving.
is now available. Here's how to redeem it. Log into your Gateway program account and navigate to the voucher/stipend or track your support section. Step 2. Request a voucher and select your preferred partner hub within your state of residence. This will be your designated learning hub throughout your course. If eligible, your voucher will be awarded and your voucher code will be sent to your email. Step 3. Visit your selected hub, present your voucher for verification, and gain access to the hub's learning facilities and resources. Redeem your voucher today and take the next step in your learning journey with Gateway.
Okay, tribers, we are back. Yes, did you miss me? Because I missed you. Okay, we're going to continue this conversation, and we are going to have Amina, who is our access to learning and work. At this point, I feel like everybody already knows Amina. Everybody already knows Amina's face. And so when you hear us talking about vouchers and stipend, you already know that Amina is your person for every single thing that you need. And so this particular conversation promises to be very engaging, and it is really, 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 really detailed, and it's going to help you answer all the questions that you need or that you have. But note that before you even walk into the hubs to even go and redeem or request for voucher, you have to even be eligible first. And so Amina is going to give you all the tea on that. I'm just going to go and sit back and sip, a bottle of water in the meantime. Amina, how are you feeling this morning?
Hi, Sarah. Good to be here. Good morning.
Okay, you can take us away with the conversation. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Hello, tribers. I hope we are all happy to be here today. I hope you people are not tired of seeing my face on your screen. I am super excited to be here. And as you all know, your girl is here to answer all voucher and stipend related questions. So I'm going to be taking us through some of I prepared something for us as regards vouchers and stipend. Um, Hold on. Okay, guys, just give me a moment to share my screen. Okay. Slideshow. Okay. I hope we can all see my screen. Please confirm if you can see my screen, everybody. All right. So, learners are already redeeming their vouchers. Don't be left behind. Why does voucher exist? At the point of application, certain questions were asked. And the reason for asking this question is we don't want learners to be limited in whatever way. So we created this voucher system to be able to cater to people that, don't have access to certain things. The fact that you are learning from home shouldn't mean that you cannot access like basic things that you need to, you know, succeed in your learning, one of which is steady power, no reliable internet, no laptop or computer. That's why we've partnered with hubs across our program states. As you all know, we have 10 program states, and we've partnered with different hubs across those states to make sure that we're able to cater to these needs. And these voucher spaces have been funded, they've been paid for. So when you go there, you don't need to pay, and you are not supposed to even repay us for giving you access to the voucher or the hub. We've received a lot of questions as regards eligibility. Why don't I have access to the voucher? Oh, my friend visits the hub, but I can't visit it. Why? This has been decided at application. Quite a number of times that I've come on this live, I've reiterated time over time that at the point of application, there were certain questions that we asked. And the reason for asking this question is so that we give the resources to people that really, really need it. If it was enormous enough, we would have shared it for everybody. But because we have restricted resources, we had to make sure that the people that really need it get it. So when you applied, you answered questions about access to internet, power, and devices, and those answers sort of determines whether you are eligible for the voucher or not. And the reason is we don't necessarily have to, publish the exact criteria. The metrics have been put in place. The system helps us to, the system creates an informed decision for us, so it's easier for us to just send divert the resources to people that really need it instead of just sharing it around. If we had enough resources, like I said, it would have gone around. So not being eligible is not a judgment on you. It doesn't mean that the world has ended. It means that you can still find a way to continue your learning. It means that someone else answered with less access than you did. So next, how to know if you are eligible. When you log on to your portal, the video that I played earlier showed that there's a voucher icon. So if you don't see the voucher icon at all, it means that you are not eligible. If you see the icon and it's grayed out, like when you click it, it has a gray color instead of color pop. If you click it and it doesn't click, it means that you're not eligible. So if you can see it and click it, it means you are eligible. So all you have to do is to just request. A missing or grayed out voucher icon is not a fault, and it's not something support can. So all of you sending emails to support at Gateway or community at Gateway, please take it easy with the emails. If you cannot see all of these things I've said, it means that you are not eligible, and there's nothing even support can do about it. If the icon is live and you're eligible, nothing else needs to happen first. Just go ahead and request. So we've received questions around my voucher icon keeps showing inactive. Why does that happen? Inactive does not mean that you are rejected. Some people think, oh, there's something wrong with my account, or did I fail one part of the test, or do I need to send an email to support again? Do I need to raise a support ticket? You don't need to do it. What it simply means is that you don't have a live voucher at that moment. That's all. It's just a status, not a decision. All you need to do is just go ahead and request for one. And if you're eligible and it says inactive, you have not been turned down. You just need to make a request. I repeat, if you are eligible and your voucher icon says inactive, it just simply means you don't have a live voucher. All you need to do is to just make a request because your seat is waiting for you at the hub. So please request fast and go to the hub to redeem your voucher. Now, there are three major steps from voucher request to voucher redemption. The first step is for you to request your voucher. On your portal, when you click on your request voucher, you're supposed to get a notification in your email. That's your voucher ticket, that's your voucher ID. So all you need to do is once you get your voucher, which is the step 2, you take it to the hub to redeem it. Shikena. Step 1, request for your voucher. Step 2, get your voucher. Step 3, redeem it at the hub. Now, redeeming it at the hub also means that you've unlocked your stipend. Not until you redeem your voucher, you cannot request for stipend. So it's like, it's a twin. They work hand in hand. However, you have to achieve one to be able to achieve the other. So for you to be able to access your stipend, you have to request for your voucher first. Not just request, though, you will redeem it at the hub. Once you are done redeeming at the hub, your stipend icon will come live. Then you can go ahead to request for your stipend. So, if you're not sure of the hubs you have been assigned to, I don't think anybody should really ask this question because we've simplified the system in such a way that when you're requesting for your voucher, you get to pick the hub you're going to. And the address of the hub has even been attached to it. So once you request for your voucher, and because we receive emails, "Oh, what hub am I supposed to? I have my voucher." At the point of applying for that voucher, you selected a hub. So just pay attention when you're doing it. Once you pick the hub address was attached to it. So it's easier for you to just check on Google or, I don't know the software people use. I think some people use lara.ng if you are trying to get a description of how to get there. So once you get that, you can just go to the hub that you have selected. And if you have any issue regarding, oh, you can't get a description or you don't know how to get to the hub, you can send an email to worktools at gateway.cchub.africa. We can assist with that. Now, like I said earlier, your stipend follows your voucher. If you're eligible for a voucher, you're automatically eligible for a stipend. And we have two different types of stipend. We have the general stipend and the childcare stipend. For the general stipend, every eligible participant is able to request for this stipend the moment you redeem a voucher at the hub. So once you redeem your voucher, you're eligible to general stipend. For the childcare stipend, it's for participants with children. We don't want them having kids be a hinder to their learning. So if they need to keep their kids somewhere to come and learn at the hub, this is the reason why we have put this childcare stipend aside for them. So if you can also request for both, people that come with people that have kids can request for both general stipend and childcare stipend simultaneously. So if you're eligible for both, just go ahead and request for both. For the general stipend, you redeem at your hub, your stipend icon becomes active, then you can request for your stipend. If you don't redeem at the hub, you cannot get your stipend. Even if you have an active voucher, you would not get the stipend, not until you redeem at the hub. Now, for childcare stipend, who is it for? Participants with children who need someone to care for them while they are learning. Now, what do they need to provide? Because it's easy for me to just go to the hub and say, oh, I have a child. How do I prove that I have a child? So you need to go to the hub with your child's birth certificate. When you get to the hub, you can take it's either you take a photocopy or you take a clear picture and give it to the hub manager when you get to the hub. If we don't verify your child's birth certificate, if you don't have it, we cannot process your payments for stipend. So no birth certificate, no childcare stipend. If you have a clear picture, if you have a photocopy, just tender it at the hub and we'll process your payments. Now, do this today. Don't be left behind. Log in and look for your voucher option. If it's live, request for your voucher. If it says inactive, still request for your voucher. Take it to your hub and redeem it. Then request for your stipend. Thank you. Yes, that will be all as regards my presentation today. Please and please tell your friends, tell your family that are part of the Gateway participants, part of the tribers. Please, I need to keep remembering that part of the tribers. So please, if they're eligible, let them go ahead and request for their vouchers and stipends. You are entitled to it. It is yours. Thank you. Sarah.
Oh, I love that. That was very short, sweet, and direct. And I know that I'd already told us that Amina was just coming to keep it very, very straightforward and very interesting. So We have to give, take a moment to give Amina our flowers in the comments. And I'm seeing that a lot of the questions that Amina has answered today, tribals are still asking in the comments. Please, let's listen. But the interesting thing about it is that you can always come back and replay this session. It's just always going to be on YouTube live here for you to rewatch. So in case there's anything that you're unclear with, or that you need clarity on, you can just come back and replay this session. I'm seeing a lot of where will I request for voucher, where would I, and Amina answered that, Tribers. It means that we're not paying attention. But before you even start to request for a voucher, you must first be eligible. You must first be eligible. They are not, there is no specific laid out eligibility requirement. But when you are registering, there are a set of questions that you answer that also provide, context to us of, or gives us the data that we use to again funnel those who have lower access to, internet, power supply, etc., and thus using the data that you provide us to determine eligibility. So we'll take a couple of questions. We'll just read out a couple of questions so that Amina can respond to those in the meantime, before we segue into other parts of the conversation. So we're reading from Dave, and he says, "Good morning, Ma. How long until stipends are disbursed?" Can we have Amina back on? Thank you so much. Okay.
Okay. Um, Stipends are processed at the end of each month, like I said, and there are different approval levels that are needed for the disbursement to happen. And this is the first stipend payments that we'll be doing. So just be patient. You are going to get it soon. In the coming days, you should get it. We're currently working on it. Um, Once it is approved, you will get it. And for people that have issues with account number issues, we're going to reach out to them so that we can update that information so that their payments too can be processed.
Thank you so much, Amina, for that response. I'm seeing another question from Glory that says, "Do we have to request voucher anytime we want to visit the hub?" Yes, you have to request for a voucher every time that you visit the hub. So you have to request every time. I think that's pretty simple. Does that mean I have to apply for stipend on every voucher I redeem? Yes, you have to. Thank you. Um, okay. We're reading from Favor. Favor says, "Why is this voucher not allocated to everybody who have success?" Okay. I guess your question, Favor, is why is this voucher not allocated to everybody who has successfully registered for the program? And why is it that the hubs allocated to Lagos has only two locations, knowing how big Lagos is? I'm not sure.
Okay. Hi, Favor. We sincerely apologize for having just two locations in Lagos. I mean, if we had more resources, we would have been able to, extend the number of locations per state. However, currently we only have two hubs in Lagos. So, like Sarah used to say, accept me as I am, accept me the way I am. So just accept it like that for now. If we're going to review, communications will be sent out. But for now, we only have two hubs in Lagos. And on this call, I already mentioned the resources are limited, so we cannot allocate vouchers to everybody. That's why we prioritize people that really need it over people that can still find a way to go about their learnings. Thank you. I believe I've answered that question.
Thank you, Amina. You have in fact answered. How many days can we use for the voucher, and can we apply voucher for the next day? I think you've already answered this one. Yes, you have to. Did you want to take it again? Just okay.
Okay, so your vouchers expire after every visit. Once you visit, your voucher expires. So you are only entitled to one voucher. Once you redeem it at the hub, that's done. When you need to go again, you have to request for another voucher. However, I forgot to mention that we have a threshold per milestone. So when you are learning now, we know that people in foundation are entitled to a certain number of vouchers, and also people in growth are entitled to a certain number of vouchers. So what we did was to spread the voucher across their learning periods. So there's something that we call milestone. So let's say, oh, your digital marketing course now, for example, please don't quote me. For example, has like let's say 8 modules before you finish and then now move to growth. That's for people in foundation. What we now did was to split the modules and also split the voucher to cover that period of time. So it is possible that you are entitled to voucher and you've been able to redeem at the hub, or then something happens one day you cannot request for voucher, it means that you've exceeded that threshold for that milestone. So let's say for the first module now you're supposed to use just 3 vouchers. If you use that 3 voucher, you will not be able to request for another one until you move to the next module. So I think I missed that in my presentation, but I want everybody to note it. So it is possible that you are entitled to vouchers, but you don't get it at a particular period. All you need to do is to just make sure you exceed that place you currently are. Then you will see that you'll be able to request. That's why it's important that when we go to the hub, let's just focus on our learning and stop gisting with our friends. Let's leave the gist for later.
I think that Amina said something that is very, very important. So progression is also tied to how much voucher you can unlock as you go in the program. So we keep reiterating that it's important for you to, ensure that you progress with your course. Don't just go into the hub to use the internet or the light to stream stuff on TikTok, or just, catch fun in that timeline while your course is still pending. The vouchers are not forever, right? Every single learner, according to your pathway, have an allocated number of vouchers. I mean, that's correct, right? So that you are clear on it, so that you don't just waste, the voucher. You go into the hub one day and you're just downloading movies and just streaming stuff and not learning, thinking that the voucher is an endless stream. Maybe you want to just clarify again or reiterate how many vouchers they have per their pathways, so that they're aware.
All right. Thank you very much, Sarah. And for foundation, they are entitled to 75 vouchers. And that's because they have a longer um, learning period. Sarah, can you mute? So they have a longer learning period, and we have done that splitting for them. So all you have to do is just keep requesting, keep learning. And for growth, they're entitled to 15 vouchers because they have a shorter learning period. Uh, the reason is for people in foundation, once you're done with your foundation, you're expected to move to the growth pathway, which would take, so for foundation, I think the learning period is about 6 months, give or take. We have done that voucher categorization for you. So I've seen cases where people have requested for 8 vouchers and they're not able to make another request. It doesn't mean that you've exhausted your 75 allocated vouchers. It just means that you need to exceed that current milestone. So please and please, 75 is not a lot of vouchers, because if you count 75, one voucher per day, that's like 75 days. So if you go to the hub, please, we encourage that you just focus on your learning so that you do not have a reason not to continue because you've exhausted all your vouchers. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Amina. And shout out to you, Oluwatosin. You're answering questions in the comments and also clarifying for your fellow tribers, which is so cool to see. So shout out to you, Tose. And again, shout out to every triber who's on this call as well. Um, so I think I mean I already answered this question, but we'll just take it again. And I see that a couple of tribers are still asking the same questions that have been responded to. So maybe in when after this particular live stream, you can come back later when it's a lot more calmer to rewatch it again so that you're sure that you're following the steps that are outlined. So Blessing says when I click the voucher icon, it says that my code has been copied to my clipboard. What does that mean, please?
Okay. For this, it just means that you're not eligible because it means that icon is not clickable. When you click it, it's just copying the text there. That's why it's saying copy to my clipboard. So it's copying the text instead of clicking. So if it's not clicking, once you click and you are not, it's not changing the page for you, it means that you're not eligible. It is.
Thank you so much, Amina, for that response. I think that we'll take a couple more questions that I can see in the chat. Someone is asking, okay, I'm just going to read one question very quickly from here. Someone is asking, which of the hubs in Lagos is in town? Is the town? I'm not sure if I'm clear, but we have two hubs in Lagos. Amina, do you want to share more details on that?
Yes, we have two hubs in Lagos. We have LCCI, that's at Ikeja. It's at number 10, Dr. Nuruddin Olowokpowe Agidingi. That's for Lagos Chamber of Commerce Institute, if I'm correct. Yeah, LCCI. Then we have another one at Ikorodu, that's Sale Innovation Lab at Ikorodu. And I think is at number one Abiru Street. I can confirm later if you need to, get you can reach out to me later at Walters at gateway.city.africa. I don't want to give wrong address, but we have Sale Innovation Lab in Ikorodu. So those are the two hubs we currently have in Lagos.
Okay, thank you so much. I think Amina already answered this for lab, but are we going to the hub every day? Can you break this? You know what? There's a video that actually there's a live orientation session that we had in July that broke down in details your frequency to the hub and all of the nitty gritties that you also need to know. So you can go back to this CC Hub Gateway Program YouTube channel and go and search for Voucher Live Orientation. It was had on July 2nd, so you can just go back and rewatch that. And if you need further breakdown, all of the answers would also be there. And then once you watch that, you can now follow up with this particular conversation and watch a replay of this session so that every single detail that you need about your own frequency in terms of attendance to the hub, your pathway, and the number of vouchers that are allocated to you, because I'm already touched on that. So let's allow for other questions that have not been answered. Do we have instructors in the hub?
Okay, we have LCCs in the hub that are supposed to help you through your learning. So if you have any challenge, any technical challenge, or any clarification to make, you can speak to the LCCs at the hub. They are not instructors. They are not supposed to teach you or take you through your course. Your courses have been assigned. All you have to do is go to the hub, log on to your LMS and start learning. It's only if you have like technical issues they're supposed to be there to assist you. Then also I saw a question around if we have any hub in Edo State. Yes, we now have a hub in Edo State. Communication will be sent out to participants in Edo State. Details of the hub, location, and everything you need to know about the hub will be sent to you in the coming days, we'll send that to you. So yes, we now have a hub in Edo State. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. So, in case we're wondering what an LCC is, this acronym means Learning Community Coordinator. So, they are supposed to also help with, your on the ground support that you need. Also, peer circles, peer collaboration is very key and very important in this entire program design. You are important in this program design, and so they are also going to be on the ground to help you drive, peer collaboration with other tribers as well. I don't have access to voucher from the answers I provided during registration. Does yes? If you don't, I'm just gonna help Amina. If you don't have access to voucher, I mean, do you want to elaborate on this actually? This person is not eligible for voucher during registration. So they're trying to confirm if this means they are automatically not eligible for childcare stipend as well. Maybe you should touch on it.
Okay, your stipend is attached to your voucher. So if you're not eligible for voucher, it automatically means you're not eligible for the stipend, whether general stipend or childcare support stipend, whichever way, you are not eligible. The moment you cannot request for a voucher, it means that because there's no way to do it. Your redeeming your voucher at the hub is the only reason why your stipend button would become active. So it's tied together. So unfortunately, you will not be able to access the childcare stipend if you are not eligible for voucher.
Thank you so much, Amina, for providing that response. Gracie is asking if there are hubs in Abuja. Yes, there's a hub in Abuja. Seed Builders is at Use Zone 5. So if you are in Abuja and you have received the email confirming your eligibility, please don't just walk into any hub randomly. You must first be eligible for the voucher for you to even request and then go and redeem. So if you want to find out more about the hub in Abuja, Gracia, I think I'm saying Gracia Glamour, you can send an email to worktours at gateway.cc.africa. Mm, okay, Upono Ekong is asking, my distance is far and the transport to get to the hub will be more than the stipend. Is there no means for people who can't visit the hub to get their stipend?
There is no way. You have to redeem your voucher to be able to get the stipend. I've said it multiple times. It's like a twin. They are tied together. No voucher redemption, no stipend, automatically. Like I said, even if you have an active voucher and you do not redeem it, because it means for you to redeem your voucher, you have to go to the hub. And that's why the stipend is necessary for you. So if you don't redeem your voucher, whether you have an active voucher or not, if you don't redeem your voucher, you cannot get the stipend. And if you are not eligible for voucher, you are not eligible for stipend also.
Thank you so much, Amina, for that. Someone is asking how long is the validity of the voucher? I think that once you receive the email confirming your eligibility, there's an expiry date attached in that email. So please watch out for that. I school in Delta State University, but when registering my registration address, I put Lagos State. So if I was to go to any hub, will it be in Lagos? It's where your registration is. The location you provided us with during your registration is where, if you are eligible for the voucher, for access to those hubs, then you'll be able to visit the hub based on the residential address that you put in your profile. Okay. I think we've already answered most of these questions. So you can come back and replay this session. Drelex is asking if the voucher will be active throughout the learning period. I think we already responded to that. You can go back and replay the live orientation session for the voucher that was had on July 2nd, that you can come back to follow up with this particular one. Why are questions relating to starting the course not being answered? Well, Komami Oferishe. The reason is because this particular session was created to only focus on voucher and stipend related questions. So if you see that we're intentionally responding to that, is because that's what this particular session is about. We had an AMA, I think it was last week, where we answered general questions around the entire program, life cycle for participants. Um, okay, when is stipend usually disbursed? I mean, can you just, I think this will be the final question that you take in terms of vouchers being disbursed. I know you sort of answered that in the last AMA. I remember you answering that. So maybe you just want to reiterate it again for the benefit of learners who are just, or participants who are just joining this session.
Okay. Okay. When are stipends going to be disbursed? Tough question. I would say that stipends are processed at the end of each month because we need to be able to accommodate everybody. We can't be processing it per day because it's also a whole lot of work and we need to be able to meet the needs of everybody. So it's important that you note that we process the stipends at the end of each month. Now, we also have different approval levels. So when we start processing your stipend, we need to get certain approvals for payments to be made. So once that is concluded, your stipend disbursement would be done. Immediately we conclude approvals, you get your stipend. Did I answer it, Sarah?
Yes, you in fact did. Thank you so much. I see that we're still getting more questions, but you can always come back and replay. Thank you for spending our time on this particular conversation with us. We'd like to see how you felt about the way Amina responded to a lot of questions that were asked. I, for one, think that she did a very, very great job in terms of taking time to respond and reiterate and just ensure that you have all the clarity that you require to start the process of requesting and redeeming your voucher, as well as your stipend, as well as childcare support in that case. So let us know how you felt about Amina's session. Are you excited about redeeming or requesting your voucher? Are you excited to go back into the hub again? Please take a minute to fill out the form. It's currently in the chat now. I will be watching again, as I always do. Anytime you see me, just know that I am the custodian for numbers on surveys. So please take out a minute to fill out the survey to let Amina know how you felt about this session. And if you are excited about the entire program in itself, do not forget to refer your friends, especially if you're on the growth pathway and you want your friends to already start earning. Let me tell you the truth, tribers. There are tribers amongst us that are already earning in dollars from gig work. So don't let anyone tell you that, but the cost is self-paced now. Don't worry. I'll take it later in November. I'm too busy now. Don't wait till November. Oh, there's money that you are leaving on the table. So ensure that you log into your LMS today. Continue your course. If you're unable to progress from point A to point B, for all course related questions that require clarity or assistance, please reach out to training@gateway.cc.africa. If it's possible, also attach screen recordings or screenshots of whatever issue it is that you're experiencing, and our team would be able to provide you response. But if all your questions have been answered before, like from all the sessions, and then tribers, let me tell you the truth. It's advisable that if you want to reach out to us, send one email. I see a couple of tribals will send like 5 emails on the same issue. It's hard for us to reconcile all those emails because for saying your name pop up in like 6 places, it's very confusing, and it's helpful that you maintain one email trail so that we can attend to your issue or your request as quickly as possible. Right? So for every single voucher related question that you have, please reach out to worktools at gateway.cchub.africa, and all the questions that you've asked will be responded to. So as you're filling the survey in the chat, I'm just going to check, how we're doing, and if okay, well, I know that we're going to get these numbers up. I trust you, Trivers. I'm going to start calling names now. I can see. Is it Tosin? Is it the same Tosin in the chat that's been so active, responding to Trivers and all? Well done. Shout out to you, Tosin. Please help me give Tosin flowers for being. Maybe we'll start recognizing the most active, triber on live streams and all, because Tosin has done one today, and I've been seeing his comments. He has been answering, even questions from fellow tribers. So well done, Tosin. Let's not forget to fill the form. I can see the numbers are coming up. Thank you. I'm going to be saying thank you to everybody that filled this particular survey. So if you want me to say thank you to you now, take a minute to fill the form. Um, okay, I'm seeing a couple of questions around the course itself and being stuck at the orientation phase. So I will just, whilst I'm waiting for, you tribers, because I'm waiting for you now, tribers, to fill the survey. So I'll just take a minute to respond to maybe some questions that are no voucher related, maybe one or two or three, and we will close out at 12:30. So in that time, let's still continue filling the form. If you are on the foundations pathway and you've completed your orientation course, and maybe your next course has not unlocked and you're stuck, right? So it's very important to note that if you are on the UI UX track or the digital marketing track, your courses are being rolled out in batches. So if you registered for the program between March 23rd and June 26th, you should have received a Coursera invitation to continue your learning on the platform. So do not forget to check your spam, check your junk, check your promotions folder to ensure that you do not miss any of these invitations. Because we're saying that a couple of tribers have missed it, and then after following up, and then we say, oh, go back and check these folders. They then come back and say, oh, I missed it. I didn't check my inbox, etc., etc. So if you fall within these two tracks that I mentioned and you're on the foundations pathway, note that your courses are being rolled out in batches. If you are on the foundations pathway and on the graphics design track, your course has been live since. So once you're done with orientation, dive right into it and ensure that you complete your course. Log into your LMS 30 minutes every day. Even 30 minutes every day would help you finish the course fast so that you can start earning. That's the goal, for you to complete your course and get right into the gig economy. Don't keep pushing it back and saying, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. Continue today. There are a lot of tribers that are already earning this money, so don't sleep on it. You are leaving money on the table. Um, I hope that there is a video on how to claim the tribers. We will fight though. People are not watching all these videos and all the updates. Even on this live stream, we played it. So go back and replay it. All the videos that are going to guide you on how to request and redeem your voucher is on this YouTube page. So in case you missed it, go back and rewatch it again. Um, if you're on the growth digital marketing, your course is already. What I explained is those in the foundations pathway. If you're on the growth pathway, all your courses are on the LMS from orientation to general gig work. Can you see the progression? Orientation, general gig work, business management course, financial management course. So if you're on the growth pathway, all your courses are live. Nobody should hold you back. Log into your LMS today and keep learning and continue learning. Um, Thank you so much for filling out the form. I'll just keep checking. Okay, Tribers. Okay, let's keep the numbers coming. Um, Keep filling the form. Let Amina know how you felt about this session. Were your questions answered? Are you feeling very confident about requesting and redeeming your voucher? When are you going to redeem your voucher if you are eligible? And have you received your eligibility email from the team as well? These are questions that Tosin is making us so happy and so proud. Tosin, you are like the MVP on this live stream today. So I'm going to give you. I can't even find my own emojis now. I would have just been giving you confettis and flowers and all. Thank you for answering the questions and sparking peer-to-peer collaboration in the chat, which is very important for us on this particular program. I'm just going to buy us a bit of 6 minutes while these numbers go up. Tribers keep feeling these numbers are not encouraging. Tribers, continue feeling it, continue feeling it. Take a minute to feel it out. And whilst you are feeling it, when you are done feeling it, ensure that you refer the program to your friends as well so that everybody can enjoy this good news that Gateway is spreading. Thank you, Sarah, for filling the form. How can I post my badge? Well, you can post your badge across social media and tag, CC Hub Gateway. All our handles are scrolling on the screen as you can see. So if you want us to, repost or engage with your badge post it across social media and tag us. All our handles are scrolling across your screen right now. As you can see. Way to go, Sarah. Thank you for filling the form. My course, well, I think I already answered why your course might be showing unavailable. For every single person on the video production and editing track, your main course is not live yet. However, we have this readiness series that's been ongoing on YouTube. If you go to CC Hub Gateway Program on YouTube, you can just toggle to the playlist section, and then you will see a playlist that has all the videos for all the readiness series that we've done in the past. And these particular sessions help create a solid foundation for you as a beginner in the video production and editing space. Thank you. I'm saying done. Once we fill the form, we can just leave it done. Okay, thank you. Now I'm getting happy. Okay. You can see the smile on my face. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, well, I cannot pronounce that name. I'm sorry, but thank you so much. So let's just keep filling out the survey. Don't get left out, though. Don't get left out. See, I'm going to be saying thank you to every single person that's filled this form. I can see Tosin is Tosin. Shout out. Major respect to you. Okay, let's get these numbers up. We will just have 3 minutes before I say good afternoon and enjoy the rest of your day to you. But let's take a minute to just fill out these numbers. Okay, I'm saying done. I'm saying done. Well done. Thank you, little poets. Thank you for saying well done to us and well done to you too, every single tribe. So don't forget, as we are saying well done to one another, let's continue encouraging each other to continue learning on the LMS. So the app is also live. The app is live on Google Play Store and App Store as well. So type in CC Hub Gateway Program in the search bar, and then you will see the app itself come up, and you can download the LMS for you to learn on the go. So don't procrastinate your completion till tomorrow. Don't abandon it like you are eating multiple apples and keeping. It's very almost earn. People are already earning from gig work, whether you are a student, whether you are a full-time staff who is looking for a part-time gig. A lot of tribals are already earning from gig work. So log into your LMS today and continue your learning. Thank you so much, Tosin, our MVP of today's live stream. We are also glad that you were here. Continue sharing the good news of Gateway. Refer your friends to the growth pathway. We're already getting a lot of feedback as to, oh, I've completed the course, I'm now earning. I've completed the course, I'm now earning. So do not be left out. Ensure you log into your LMS today and continue your learning. Dedicate all the time we spend engaging. I'm not saying don't engage on social media and don't take time off, but all those excess hours that we put in to dumb scrolling, we can repurpose that time to logging into our LMS to complete our course. See, we're emphasizing on course completion. It's very important because we want to see you at the finish line. And what's that finish line? When you're already earning in the gig economy. So I already answered Debola on when the course will be available for video production. So just keep your fingers glued. In the meantime, go and engage with the readiness series. Oh, you want to get the intro song? Don't worry, we'll find a way to send it to you. Okay, thank you so much, Tribers. Nothing can be done about expired vouchers. Actually, you just have to request a new one. And for all the clarity and everything voucher related, there was a live session on the 2nd of July that answered this question, and then you can follow up with this particular live stream that's just ending. Thank you so much for showing us love. Thank you for sticking out with us. Thank you for always availing yourself. And thank you for the numbers. Please keep them coming. Do not forget, we have 3 action items that we will do this week, right, Tribers? Today is just Tuesday. These 3 activities, if you are able to even complete it at the end of the week, I hope you can give yourself a pat on the back and say, well done. Number 1 is I must log into my Gateway LMS 30 minutes every day this week. I must complete my course. I must progress on my course. I must refer my friend to the Gateway program. Keep learning, keep sharing the good news, and you are one step closer to earning your first $100, $200, or whatever it is the amount is. We will see you on the Gateway side of things in our next conversation. Do have a great day, and do not forget to fill the survey and come back and rewatch the replay of this session. Have an amazing afternoon.
Your Gateway Hub Access voucher is now available. Here's how to redeem it. Log into your Gateway program account and navigate to the voucher/stipend or track your support section. Step 2. Request a voucher and select your preferred partner hub within your state of residence. This will be your designated learning hub throughout your course. If eligible, your voucher will be awarded and your voucher code will be sent to your email. Step 3. Visit your selected hub, present your voucher for verification, and gain access to the hub's learning facilities and resources. Redeem your voucher today and take the next step in your learning journey with Gateway.
I've been stuck on the sidelines watching life. Same routine, just getting by. Skills on top, kicks passing by. Too much grind, not enough pay. I know there's more and I won't pretend. This is where the change begins. No more waiting, no more doubt. Right now's the time, I'm breaking out. No distractions, no excuses now. I'm locked in, I made a vow. From learning hands to earning plans. I rise, I build, I understand. The gate is open, I'm walking in. Through the gateway I begin. From learning to earning, I'm on my way. Turning my skills into gigs every day. We rise together, we won't break. Every move is mine to make. The gate is open, I'm stepping through. A better life in everything I do. New skills, new mind, new frame. I'm not the same, I've changed the game. From ideas to real results, turning my skills into paying gigs. I see the vision crystal clear. Opportunity is here. What I build is what I own. I plant the seed, I fully grow. No more doubt, I know my worth. I'm creating value on this earth. Step by step, I claim my space. Growth is now my daily pace. This is my moment, this is my call. I stand up strong, I won't fall.